We're on with the gubernatorial candidate, Tom Wolf, one of the hardest working gubernatorial candidates I ever saw. 7 o'clock this morning, he was at 69th and Market.
With Ryan, I was with you.
Absolutely, he was in my backyard. You don't come in my backyard without me being there. But we have some great races today, but Tom, you're the headliner. We need to change this state. We need a fresh start. We need to start with a governor that cares about education, cares about infrastructure. And Tom, you are our candidate, hands down. We didn't even have to have a meeting because our union members told us they will not be for Tom Corbett. So, Tom, tell us your vision for Pennsylvania and how they need to get out and vote and why it's important for the African American community specifically to get out for you and vote.
Well, I've been saying this all along, Ryan. First of all, let me say thank you to you. You were one of my earliest supporters and really good friend and mentor, so I appreciate everything you've done for me and your members. This election is really about looking at where we've come, I think the rut we're in, and asking ourselves whether we want to continue to be in that rut. We've hollowed out our schools, we haven't created good jobs, and we actually have a government that's going broke. We shouldn't be putting up with that. And I think this is Pennsylvania. We have an opportunity to do so much more than we've been doing in the past. We should be thinking about how to make our schools really work. We should be thinking about how to create good jobs, not being at the bottom of the list. We should be at the top of the list. We should be thinking about how to take responsible advantage of our natural resources, and we should think about how we make sure that we follow through on the promise that William Penn actually gave us in the very beginning of this Commonwealth, that we should be a place that fairness matters.
I like that, fairness. And to let you know that Tom Wolf is the first candidate in my 10-year marriage to split my house. My wife endorsed Tom Wolf in the primary, and I did not. And she said, babe, is there something about Wolf? We met him. She went to the thing with Curtis Jones Jr., and she runs the neighborhood association, and it's completely free of me, and they endorsed Tom Wolf, and we endorsed McCord, and she said, we're going to win, and I had to pay a nice pittance for a nice dinner for that. And you have a lovely wife as well.
My wife thinks very highly of you, so we split also. And she said she didn't care that you didn't endorse me. She thinks you're pretty neat anyway.
Well, listen, we knew that we had some good candidates on the Democratic side, quality, and as soon as you won, you know, I knew that we had a great candidate for the general election because you're a businessman and you understand how government can be a partner to business. And we, you know, as private sector unions, we understand that, but you also understand the value of the public sector unions and what they actually give of themselves to make the mechanisms of government work.
I do, and actually, you know, you're right. Formally, the endorsement went to someone else in the primary, but even at that point, as I said, you were a good mentor to me, and I think always gave me good advice, and I appreciated that, and I think we established a friendship even before the primary was over. So I just appreciate everything that you've done for me.
And we got labor leaders up here, Dan Woodall, my partner and my brother, who's been a labor leader longer than I've been alive. I like to say that he looks good. And my good friend in politics and everything, John Doherty from the Electrical Workers IBW 98. We're all working this together. John, tell us about some of the turnout down South Philly and the reasons why you guys supported Tom Wolf as well.
Well, because he won, number one. No, but let me tell you, I said from day number one, I referred to him as having this stabilizing intellect. He was just, every room he was in, he had an understanding and a knowledge of the topic of the day. And he didn't have to read some cheat sheet or some white paper. I mean, he is every bit what you see in them commercials. I mean, he's a family guy. He's so well-grounded. He knows he was successful. Some people become aloof. I think that his success has driven him back to the people more and more. I mean, when I first saw him, I knew him just, you know, from shaking hands and saying nice things throughout the political process, I mean, in his other life. But I'll tell you what, I think he has all the makings of being a fabulous governor. He's going to be able to legislate. He's going to win today with a significant margin. He's going to, I mean, when he hits Harrisburg, okay, he's going to treat it like a business. And people, when they walk in the room, are going to sense the fact that He's for real. He's not political. He's political enough to have won the Democratic primary. He's political enough to have become the governor of the Commonwealth of Pennsylvania. But he's going to be able to govern, and he's going to be able to do good things. And like I said, it's easy. I've actually, let me tell you, I'm all in. There's people, and I told people, I've been doing in the political process for a few years now. You know, I was a young kid working on a Bill Clinton campaign. I don't know if I've been into any campaign personally with my family, with my kids, with anybody as much as I've been for this guy. Tom Wolf's the real deal. He's going to be a great governor. He's going to be a great guy. And I just got asked outside, well, what about this stuff? About the Democratic Party. I laughed. I said, look, I talk to the chairman on a regular basis. There's a lot of us that needed to step up a little bit more to help out. Okay, some of the finances. He ran the campaign the same way he ran business, the same way he lives his personal life. Straight and consistent. I think he did a great job. I think he did a great job this campaign. I think he's going to be a great governor. And I'm going to tell you, Ryan, it's people like yourself and the Labor's Union that consistently, okay, ask the questions. When you represent working class people, but you represent people that are poor without a job.
Yeah,
you do a great job. And I've watched the way that you've questioned Mr. Wolf, and I watched the way he's responded. Okay, he's going to be great for all people.
And listen, we have an organized labor is together. We have the dean of organized labor here, Henry Nicholas. Henry has been a stalwart of representing people that people have forgotten about and put them firmly in the middle class. And Henry has also called a group of black labor leaders together. One of them, I'm glad that he called me, and we meet once a month. John has the workers stand. We meet about once a month. So organized labor is together like never before. So Henry, before I get to my brother Dan Woodall, I want how important is this election, because you have the perspective of time.
My perspective is I voted at my polling place in the heart of North Central Philadelphia, and at 8 o'clock we had 5 times the number of people voting in the last several years. It's clear to me that we are on our way to a tremendous win, and we are on our way there because we have a first-class candidate that understands the issues. And if the Commonwealth ever is to move forward, we have the right person in Tom Wolf to make sure we get there this time. And I think we're going to have a resounding number of votes across the communities across Philadelphia. And a glimpse of that was when we were at the Peter Lawrence Center on Sunday night. That was evidence that we're going to be all right when the polls close tonight. That was amazing.
Every Sunday in the fall, people know that I have a holiday. It's called the Cowboys football game. So I didn't go. I gave it to everybody else. But I heard it was amazing. Dan, in Montgomery County, I know that the Wolf organization used your hall as a staging place. Is it excitement in Montgomery County as well? I spoke to the commissioner this morning. He was excited.
Yeah, there's a lot of excitement out in Montgomery County. As Ryan said, I cover northern Chester County, Montgomery County, and Bucks County, but Montgomery County is my home. We, just as I was leaving, 50 more volunteers from Democratic headquarters came to Labor's Local 135 to help get Tom Wolf elected. It's very, very exciting out in Montgomery County. And as we know, the pathway to the governor's mansion is Philadelphia and four surrounding counties. And we're part of that.
Well, Tom, I know you have to leave and go to other places, so anything else you want to say to the voters other than get out and vote? And since this is Philly, I could say get out, vote early, and vote often.
No.
Just vote one time, that's all. One vote.
I said that because I saw the commissioner, and that was a joke. I said Commissioner Singer.
No, just once.
Just once, Stephanie.
But I think we do have a chance to make Pennsylvania really great, really inclusive, really fair, and this is our chance to do it. We have a clear contrast here. Let's exercise this fundamental right of citizenship, get out and vote, and let's do some great things for Pennsylvania.
Thank you. And Tom, I got my good friend Anthony Gallagher out in the audience. Put your hands up, Anthony. He's a new, young, aggressive businessman that came to this local, 420. They used to be in my neighborhood. They left, though.
Just so you know, your girlfriend Tara, she was number 35 at like 7:30. Tara's my youngest, but also works with Ryan and myself.
Yeah.
So
A
she
fine,
was,
accomplished lawyer. She just passed the bar last
but she
year.
was before 7:30. She was 35 in a voting booth in South Philly, which is a really, really high number. So South Philly's coming out strong for you.
Thank you.